Hi bookish besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam and this is Sam's Reading Corner, and today's video is gonna be my January book haul. I've got 31 books, so let's just get into it. I'll see you guys in a minute. And of course these are in no particular order. I'll try to say them like if they're part of one series. I'll show you all of them. If I don't have the whole series, you'll only see like one or two. So let's start with these first three because they're all in the same series. I got the first book in this series in 2023, and one of the book clubs I'm in is reading the whole series for the first 4 months of 2024, so I went and got the rest of the series. So let's get into it. I got A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir, which is the second book. And then I got the third book, A Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir. And of course the fourth book, A Sky Beyond the Storm by Sabaa Tahir. I've heard nothing but good things about this series and this author in general, so I'm really excited to get into these. I have to read the first two in February to catch up with everyone in the book club, but I'm really excited for it. Next, I want to get into my sci-fi era, and I thought this would be a really good place to start. It is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I've heard nothing but good things about this series, so I figured I'd pick at least the first book up and see if I can get into my sci-fi era. These next four are solely based on I like the cover a lot, or I have like the first couple books on my bookshelf, so I was just getting the next one in the series so I can read it, or I'm just really impulsive. It's mostly I'm really impulsive, but it's fine. Let's get into it. I got Mercy by Sarah Kate. This is the next book in the Salacious Players Club, which I started in 2023, and this is the next book I needed. And I absolutely love when really spicy books have discreet covers. I think they're so pretty, because like real people on the cover of books I'm not a fan of, but discreet covers I love. And this next one, purely based on the cover. I love the cover, and I've also heard really good things about the book. It is The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen. I'm really excited for this. I know she has another book coming out in February of 2024, which I'm really excited because that one sounds really good too. So, but I'm doing a notebook book buying ban in February just because I bought 30 books in January, and I just need to get through my physical TBRs at like 260 books right now. So we just gotta read some of these books before I buy more. This one is purely based on It's Pink. I like pink. So this is Wildfire by Hannah Grace. It is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. So it's got like bonus content. I haven't read Icebreaker yet, but it's on my TBR for February, so hopefully I can get around to it and check it off of my physical TBR. And then this book got traditionally published. It's Gothicana by Runix. It's got purple sprayed edges, and the end pages are just so pretty, and it's foiled hardback. It's just, listen, I'm not a hardback girly, but when the hardcovers are coming out pretty like this, I'm gonna have to buy them. I don't know how to say no to stuff. But I feel like this is an okay problem to have. Like, I could always be spending my money on something more dangerous. So buying books is not super dangerous. But those four were purely based on me liking the covers or whatever, or I'm just impulsive. It doesn't matter. Let's keep going. So these next couple are authors that I really like, that I just wanted to complete and have all their books on my bookshelf. So I got Twisted by Emily McIntyre. I read Hooked back in September of 2023. Absolutely loved it, and I'm so glad because I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to binge the rest of the series. And I also got Crossed, so I have the full series, so I can't wait to binge the crap out of the rest of the series. And then this was just definitely an impulsive buy because I've only read one book by this author, and that book was co-wrote by another author, so I wanted to try her series. So I got Priest, Sinner, and Saint by Sierra Simone. I absolutely love these covers. I know there's a novella that I think you read between Sinner and Saint, but it wasn't at Barnes & Noble when I went. I don't think I've ever seen it in the bookstore, so I'll have to get that from Amazon. But I don't know if I'm going to like this series, but I absolutely love the covers, so we'll see how this goes. And then I wasn't going to buy this next book, but I was being really impatient about my library hold on it. It is The Violin Conspiracy by Brendan Slocumb. I don't know how to say his last name. But this was the read along for the 52 book club challenge for 2024. I didn't get around to it, but I will eventually because there's a prompt I want to use this for as well. So we'll see. And then again, I'm just really impulsive and I have no idea if I'm gonna like these, but I got Kingdom of the Wicked, Kingdom of the Cursed, and Kingdom of the Feared by Carrie Maniscalco. I have Stalking Jack the Ripper and Throne of the Fallen. I know Fall of the Throne is the spin-off series to this, so I figured I'd get this whole series so that I can read them and then read that other one. But again, very impulsive. And then I got the second book in the Atlas 6 trilogy by Olivia Blake, The Atlas Paradox. I was waiting for this to come on paperback because I have the Atlas 6 in paperback. So now that this is out, I can start reading the first two because the third book came out in 2024. And if I like it, I'll have to wait until the third one goes on paperback so I can have them matching. But I'm really excited. And they're illustrated. Did you guys know that they're illustrated? It's so cool. I was like flipping through it. And boom. There's little character art. So that's super exciting. And then this one I've been wanting to get into for a while. Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I've heard really good things and I want to watch the TV show, so I want to read at least the first book so I can at least start like the first season of the show. And then this next one is one of my anticipated releases for January of 2024. It is Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands by Heather Fawcett. I absolutely loved Emily Wilde Encyclopedia of Fairies. It was such a cozy fantasy and I really loved it. I had to get my hands on this. I absolutely love the covers. I love this kind of hardcover without the dust jackets because I'm afraid, I think that's why I don't like hardcovers, because I'm so afraid of ruining the dust jackets. So I just would prefer a paperback, so because there's no dust jackets, but I love when everything's just printed on the hardcover with no dust jacket. So this is on my February TBR. We'll get there. I'll talk about all the things in February soon, but I cannot wait to read this. And then, by popular demand, I finished, this was my first book that I finished in February, Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weavers. I absolutely love this. So good. I physically read it and then started the audiobook right after because it was just so good, and I'm rereading it with the audio and I'm loving the audio. The Irish accent is amazing. We'll talk about this more at the end of February when we do my February wrap up, but I highly recommend this book. Next is The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. I've heard different things about this, but I want to form my own opinion. I know this is werewolf shifter romance kind of thing, with a fake dating trope, which is one of my favorite tropes. And it's traditionally published Omegaverse, which I've never read anything in the Omegaverse. So I figured this was be a good place to start. And if you have any Omegaverse recommendations, drop them in the comments, of course, because I love all the recommendations. And then also for 2024, I want to get into my cowboy romance era. So I figured Flawless by Elsie Silver would be a great place to start. I've heard nothing but great things about this series, this author in general. So I'm really excited to get my cowboy era on. And then this next one I did not buy. My boyfriend's stepmother found it in a little free library when they were in town a couple weeks ago. It is The Chesapeake Summer by Mariah Stewart. It's cute. I don't know anything about this book, but it's in like pretty good condition, so we'll see. And then guys, I'm so excited for this. This next one is my first ever physical arc. I'm on Penguin Teens influencer mailing list, and they sent me my first physical arc. It is Girls Who Burn by M.K. Panino. It comes out August 2024, so I have a couple months, but it's a YA thriller, and the tagline says, "Which will ignite first, her rage, their desire, or a killer's bloodlust?" It's a twisty, pulse-raising enemies to lovers thriller full of secrets, privilege, and murder. I'm so excited for this. Thank you so much, Penguin Teen and M.K. Pagano. I'm probably not saying her last name right, but thank you so much nonetheless. I cannot wait to read this and give you guys my full review on it. And I'm sorry if I sound nasally. I'm getting over being sick, but these last four are just some books that I've heard really good things about and authors that I want to try out. So this first one is Little Thieves by Margaret Owen. This cover is beautiful, and I can't wait to get into it. And then I want to get into Tessa Bailey. So I got It Happened One Summer and Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. I heard this is a really good place to start for Tessa Bailey. I have a Christmas rom-com by her as well that I didn't get to in December. So I'm hopefully going to get to Tessa Bailey soon. And then last but not least, Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. This sounds amazing. I have the Dreamland Billionaire series, trilogy, the completed series. I haven't read it yet, so I figured I'd just get this one because it sounds really good, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm really excited. This one sounds amazing, and I love a good billionaire romance. And then last but not least is my January 2024 book of the month. I got The Fury by Alex Michaelides. This was the only one that appealed to me. I read The Silent Patient a couple years ago, and enjoyed it, so at least I knew I liked that book, so I wanted to try his next thriller. But yeah, that's the end of this 31 book haul. I can't buy this many books again. This is crazy, guys. I need to read some of these down. But let me know in the comments what book I should read next. I'd love all the recommendations you got for anything, fantasy, whatever, and let me know out of my book haul what book I should read next. I will catch you guys next time. Happy reading.